both ways, you're a winner. All on this episode of the Great American Brew Trail.
My name is Amy Sherman. I'm a chef, I'm a mom, and I'm a beer drinker. Shocking, I know. That's right, I'm a girl who really likes beer.
Out of the way, boys. What are we drinking?
I mean, why wouldn't I drink beer? As a chef, I love the variety of local ingredients, and I appreciate what it takes to create a great beer. In fact, I've been a home brewer for years. All across the United States, microbreweries are popping up with plenty of atmosphere, plenty of local foods, and of course, plenty of beer. We'll see the ins and outs and the ups and downs behind the taps at some of the country's best microbreweries. So join me on the Great American Brew Trail as I taste my way across the USA, one pint at a time.
Crankers has an extensive menu, and they've just added one more thing, a brewery. It's hard to miss Crankers Coney, and you certainly don't want to miss this brewery. Brewing up beers inspired by their location, like the Dam Breaker, the Torchlight, or the Professor IPA, you know you're in Bulldog Country.
Big Rapids is a small town that really benefits from the big college right in their midst. Ferris State University has a population that rivals that of the whole town. And Ferris brings sporting events, concerts, speakers, and of course, lots and lots of college kids, some of who are just getting into craft beer.
Crankers Brewery might be new on the scene, but Crankers Coney has been bringing the big city Coney experience to Big Rapids for over 8 years. Now they're happy to bring you the big city craft beer experience as well. To the owners of Crankers here in Big Rapids, this place is amazing. It's a beautiful setting, but I am sure it took a lot of hard work to get here.
We had to get the zoning changed, first of all, to become a manufacturing facility. And that was the beginning, and then from there, all the licensing and,
Rules, right?
Rules, yeah. The city of Big Rapids has been very, very great and cordial in helping us get this off the ground. And I think
have they really embraced this new venture for
yes,
you guys?
Yes, they have.
Big Rapids is embracing them, but Jim and Betsy took a chance moving from Detroit up to Big Rapids, and then they took a chance on their brewer, Adam. He might not have gone to school to be a brewer, but he taught school for over 10 years, and now he's schooling the beer.
When I was brewing at home, I really wanted to, I always tried to think like a pro. I mean, try to make the best beer you really can. In many ways, the equipment that we have here is more suited to making beer effectively than what I was doing at home.
Right, because I'm sure you're not sucking off of the tube.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I used to.
Yeah. It's equipment made for making beer.
Well, of course it's equipment made for making beer. We are in a brewery, aren't we? Adam and Bill are very serious brewers, completely focused when they are in the brewery. Or are they? Dude, was that supposed to be Natalie Merchant? But as much fun as these guys are having, they are serious brewers and they really know what they're doing.
Feel that in the most part, really get good malt, good ingredients, and then just kind of get out of the way of those things.
Well, I think a lot of it's the water too. We have great fresh water out here.
We have the best water in the world, which makes for the
supply.
best beer, right?
Exactly.
Good malt does its own thing, and try to maintain balanced, drinkable beers. A lot of beers that we have are in the 5% range. Kind of our base lineup is in that area. I think it helps to pair well with food.
Food and beer going together? You don't say. Adam is a little bit of a traditionalist, brewing beers that stay true to a set style.
I am a style brewer, and I think there's a reason that there are styles. That they taste good, and they work.
We got a lot of different varieties. We got stouts, reds, IPAs, light beers. Whatever your flavor is, they have one for you.
The beer, the food, the people, everything's great.
It's a really cool atmosphere. Obviously the beer is delicious. That's a big hit. And the food is really, really good here too.
When I come here, all I drink is the beer.
I like the blonde, and it's just a really light, refreshing beer. I just really enjoy it.
As soon as the IPA came out, we were hooked.
I'm drinking the Bulldog Red.
What do you like about it?
It's a great tasting beer. I like the Irish ale.
Well, the locals love Crankers, but what about all these bulldogs around here? Will these college kids take the plunge into craft beer? After having a few Bulldog Reds myself, I don't think Crankers has anything to worry about.
The craft beer brings a cultural aspect to a bar, which is about art and obviously music and community.
I think it's a recipe for success up here in Big Rapids. A community who loves you, great beer, and a couple of artists who happen to brew beer in between karaokeing. More from Crankers coming up next.
What's not to love at Williams Kitchen and Bath?
Do you always find yourself looking for more cabinet space? Does it feel like you need more room for all the chefs in your house? If so, it's time to visit Williams Kitchen and Bath. Williams offers the best selection from top cabinet makers. Stop in today and experience the Williams difference.
What's not to love at Williams Kitchen and Bath?
Chef Eric at Crankers is running a classic Detroit-style Coney Island on one side of the building, and on the other side, a totally different menu with everything from hand-dipped lager onion rings to chicken fettuccine to something I was surprised to find on their menu, chicken Wellington. And after some trial and error, he and Adam came up with the perfect beer to pair with this tasty dish, a Crankers Brown Ale.
Chef Eric has been at Crankers since the start of time. No, I'm just teasing. But since the beginning. And what is crazy about this place is you are running 2 menus out of this kitchen. That is a lot of work, isn't it?
A lot of breweries, they have a lot of sandwich menus, and my background's more French and more classical, and I want to really, utilize what I know and try to create a new identity.
Awesome. Okay, so one of the things that's on your menu here at Crankers is a chicken Wellington.
Yes.
I love Wellington, because what could be wrong with meat wrapped in pastry, right?
Oh, nothing. A lot of butter, a lot of good ingredients.
Exactly. Okay, so how do we get started making the chicken Wellington?
Well, first we start with our puff pastry dough.
So we have this yummy, buttery, delicious pastry.
Yes.
Rolled out a little bit thinly, and now what comes next?
So what I like the spinach on top because it has a little more water content.
Okay, that's the healthy part of
this. Is the healthy part. We actually use oil and not butter in sauteing this, so that's what makes it healthy.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, because there's no butter in that puff pastry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, and then a beautiful chicken breast.
Yes, it's a 5-ounce chicken breast. We season it when we sear it off, finish it in the oven with a little bit of white wine.
And this is the nummy.
This is a mushroom duxelle that we take just standard button mushrooms. We saute it up with some shallots, some garlic. And then what we want to do is put the egg on the pastry so it seals it.
Yep.
That way it keeps all the flavors and all the juices inside of it when you're finished.
I like that.
Okay, and then you want to egg wash it one more time.
Okay, so now you pop it into, I'm going to guess, a pretty hot oven.
Yeah, we go 425 to 450, 17 to 20 minutes.
Okay, let's put it in.
Okay, so here's our natural chicken jus.
All homemade, every bit of this dish right here at Crankers. It looks amazing, Chef.
Thank you.
Can I take a bite?
Absolutely.
Are you going to try this with me?
I'd be delighted to.
I thought you would be. Well, it looks amazing. All those mushrooms, the spinach. You get a little bit of the chicken. You can tell that you made everything yourself. Let's try it with the brown ale. I'm glad you did trial or error and figured this out was good.
Thank you.
It's delicious. That earthiness, you're right. And the maltiness really plays off of all those deep, rich, buttery flavors.
Yes.
Sticking to classic styles with well-balanced beers, head brewer Adam loves the challenge of pairing his brews with Chef Eric's homemade food.
It's trying to line up different things, like our Irish Red has like the caramel flavors and some toastiness that pairs up well with anything grilled. When you have a beer like IPA with some of its bitter and citrusy notes, a lot of that stuff can pair up well with spicy things. So it's really just kind of, if you have a balanced beer, it's usually going to go pretty well with good food.
And at Crankers, the music is not just being sung back in the brewery.
You mentioned that you have an open mic night. Is that
We're
correct?
starting that, yes, on Tuesdays, yes.
Will Adam and Bill be performing at the open mic night?
I would hope so.
Oh, he can sing. Oh, yeah, especially when we get some 10,000 Maniacs going. A little Morrissey. Never heard anybody sing Morrissey like him, so yeah, it's phenomenal.
Of milk and honey, something else.
At Crankers, it's all about drinking good beer, singing good songs, all with good people.
I love the food, I love the beer especially, and the people is good too.
I really like excellent corned beef. They have a very good Reuben here.
Specifically, their fried mushrooms, I think I get them almost every time I come.
I'm having black and blue salmon with sweet potato fries. And prior to that, I had the saganaki. You had the saganaki. It's fabulous.
Well, I just love the atmosphere, just so homey, and you meet a lot of great people here.
I'm extremely impressed. The food is great.
Beer, food, friends, let me in.
Great music, great food, great people, and a good time.
And great beer.
Yeah. Great beer. That's a given, but yeah, definitely.
Craft beer, Coney's, it sounds like the perfect match made in heaven to me. So if you find yourself in Big Rapids in need of some comfort food or a comforting beer, stop in at Crankers. Well, they'll treat you right on the Coney side and the brewery side and never let you down.
Let's do this.
I can look at her.
This is, I think, my first time here.
I don't know what to say. Go Blue. I'm teasing.
Oh, you can't say that.
Do it again, Lou.
Time. Out of the way.
So I'm going to be the teacher. Professor Amy. No. That'd be awesome.